Without spending too much time on it, maybe you can just read Brittany from Tennessee. Just read her email here.
Yeah. Hi, Ben and Nathan. I just listened to your podcast about the new testing cycle and panicked. I've
So
taken the
maybe
LSAT.
I'll just give a little bit of background for people who
Yeah.
aren't up to speed on this. We've been talking about it the last couple episodes, but they not magically, mysteriously, just all of a sudden had a web page posted that said that the testing cycle in 2021 resets before the August test instead of before the June test. It was always for at least as we've been talking about this for quite a while, that the test resets on May 31st. Now, when they eliminated the restriction briefly, we didn't have to talk about that anymore. But when they reinstituted the restriction of how many times you could take the test, they have an arbitrary deadline of May 31st where that cycle resets. They somehow just changed it without telling anybody, well, without really any announcement or whatever. And so we've got all these panicking students that we're trying to help. And so that's what Brittany is panicking about, whether she's going to be allowed to take the June test.
Why did she cite her name Brittany from Tennessee? People need to start doing that more often.
I like that.
Just tell us where you're from. Yeah.
I like that.
I just listened to your podcast about the new testing cycle and panicked. I have taken the LSAT 3 times in the past cycle. She took it October, November, and February, and was planning on taking the June test to hopefully get off the wait list. Okay, yeah, so she's hit her 3-time max in a cycle, and now that cycle has been extended to August, so she can't take it in June based on this new reset. I have been studying, but have been waiting to sign up until closer to the deadline in case I miraculously got off the wait list before then. Okay, I would just commit to it.
I would commit to getting off the our response to you're on the wait list is good. Yeah. Withdraw.
Yeah.
Whatever. Wait list is you're not admitted. Withdraw, reapply the next cycle.
Yeah, you're not going to get anything good, right? Right. If you're getting off the wait list, they're like, yeah, sure, come to our school for full freight, or even half freight is bad.
Imagine you're trying to date someone and their response is, well, I've got this boyfriend. You could be on the wait list in case I ever break up with him. That's not the offer you want, right?
No.
That's like, no. Okay, never mind. I'm going to go back to the drawing board. Like, you might reapply next cycle if you discover that she did break up with him. But if not, there's other options out there in the world. And, you could also work on yourself in the meantime and try again in a few months. But you don't need to just be sitting there on the wait list waiting to get in. I think it's really rare that people actually, I don't think you want, if it's Harvard, maybe. But if it's whatever, regional school in Tennessee, or if it's University of Tennessee, even, which is a good law school, but not a wonderful, fantastic law school. If you get in off the wait list, they're going to be like, yeah, pay us $40,000 a year. I don't think that's what you want. Anyway, she does want to take the June test regardless.
Which would be great for applying this coming cycle.
Right. It's perfect for applying this coming cycle.
So she continues, I've been studying, but have been waiting to sign up. Okay, I just read that. After listening, I went straight to the LSAC website and it would not let me sign up. Wow, they are committing. Because before we had some people who could sign up, right?
Yeah, wait for it.
I am in tears. Oh, we've had 2 people cry this episode. It says test taking limitation reached, and then has a link for the test taker policy. I'm planning on calling LSAC this morning to express my anger and see what they say. Any other suggestions? Do you think LSAC will change their policy? Kindest regards, Brittany from Tennessee. Thank you for the kind regards. I asked what happened.
That's me.
Yeah, of course. We want to know what happened. Hi, Nathan. The representative had no idea how the rule had even changed. I had explained to her. I had to explain it to her and why it was a big deal. She then just told me to file an appeal. I immediately filed a strongly worded appeal and was approved within 3 hours for me to take the June exam. Okay. Okay.
That's that. So they created a problem for themselves.
You
Apparently,
know,
they still don't know that they've done it.
yeah.
But if you kick and scream and complain and cry, then they in 3 hours can just give it to you on an appeal.
There you go. Brittany, I hope you're getting that June test for this upcoming cycle. Which means, by the way, you may have just fought for something that you shouldn't have. Like, if you're not ready to take the test, but you're only taking it because it's your last shot, then maybe you shouldn't even be taking it.
But she should get ready for the June test. If you're not right now ready for the June test, you better get ready for the June test because you want to take it in June and August and then reapply.
That would be ideal.
Yeah.
But if you're not ready for June, then you should cancel and take it when you're ready.
She's already taken it 3 fucking times. I hope she's like,
I hope so too. But I could see someone doing that and not having their best score on record or even close.
yeah, well, especially the type of people who think it's good to sneak in off the wait list at the last minute.
Yeah.
Not to shit on Brittany from Tennessee, because I know she's like well-meaning and all that, but it's like you need to get ready. You need to work hard. You need to make sure you knock June out of the park. You should also sign up for August as a backup, and you should apply in the very beginning of September for the next cycle. If you do that, much better things are going to happen to you than if you squeak in off the wait list. It's lazy. It's just lazy to squeak in off the wait list at the last minute. Like, law does not reward laziness. And I just don't think it's going to work out the way you think it's going to work out if that's how you begin your legal career.